Okay, we are going to continue on with Module 3. So we're just going to go ahead and open up our document. So it is Word Module 3. So the document name is NP_WD_3_wireless, and then underscore your first and last name. So we're just going to continue where we left off. All right. So open this up. I'm going to increase the zoom a little bit. Just be sure that your paragraph show hide is on. And we're just going to scroll down a bit to where we see the heading, the side heading, Cade Blake. We're going to put our insertion point right after the E at the end. And we're going to press Tab. Press Tab on your keyboard. You'll see an arrow that shows up. If I turn off my paragraph show hide, you don't see that arrow. So it's just to show that a tab is there. You're going to type senior consultant. And then you're going to press enter. You're going to type Samuel J. Iglesias, IGLESIAS. And then you're going to tab, press your tab key, and you're going to type senior consultant. Press your enter key and type Beverly, Sheffield, and then hyphen, no spaces, so just a hyphen. So Sheffield hyphen McCoy, capital M, lowercase c, and then capital COY. You press your tab key and you're going to type project manager. Okay, now we're going to select this list of names and titles. We're just going to select, we'll select all of them. And we're going to move them over on our ruler here. So we're going to put in a tab stop. All right, so we're going to, on our horizontal ruler, so up here at the 2.5 inch mark, so right about here, make sure that you have your left tab so that it shows your left tab, and you're just going to click there. And then you'll see that those titles get moved over. Next, we're going to select the first two lines. So Cade Blake and Samuel. We're going to select those two lines. And then we're going to come up to our paragraph group, click on our line and paragraph spacing, and we're going to click remove space after paragraph. So that just removes that extra space between those. And then just click anywhere to deselect. All right. The next thing we're going to do is fix up our paragraphs. And you'll see, just take note of this paragraph here, help from Norris Bling Network Consulting. So just kind of take note of how this paragraph looks. And we're going to set up automatic hyphenation, and then we'll take notice to see how it looks after. So on your ribbon, you're going to click the Layout tab. You're going to click hyphenation, so that's in your page setup group here on the left. Click hyphenation and click automatic. And see how that paragraph just so looks a little bit more full and towards the right margin. All right, save if you don't have autosave on. The next thing we're going to do is format our document into some sections. So let's go to the end of our document. So Control End to go to the bottom. And in your page setup group, so on your layout tab, page setup group, you're going to click breaks. And you're going to go down and you're going to click next page under section break. So that will create a page 4. You can scroll up a bit, just to the bottom part of page 3, you'll see that there's a section break next page. All right. Let's scroll down. Let's be sure that our insertion point is at the top of page 4. You can see that it's page 4. So if you look down here on our status bar, it says page 404. And we're going to click on our View tab. And then we're going to click Multiple Pages. So that's in your Zoom group right in the middle. So we'll be able to see all of our pages here. And we're going to zoom out to 30%. You see all of our pages there. And on our ribbon, we're going to click on our Layout tab. We're going to click our Orientation. So that's in your page setup group. Click Orientation and you can click Landscape. So that 4th page will now turn to a landscape orientation, whereas the first 3 pages will stay portrait. And we can do that because we have 2 sections and we're only applying that to that particular section. All right, now we're going to zoom in to 120%. And we're going to create smart art on this page. All right, so just be sure the insertion point is on page 4. We're going to click on our Insert tab, and we're going to click in our Illustrations group, we're going to click Smart Art. And on this left here, we're going to choose Relationship. And then you can scroll down a bit. We're going to click on Converging Radial Graphic. So that's on that the first column. You just go down a bit and you'll see Converging Radial. You're going to click OK. All right, so our first one is in the circle. Sometimes it's easier to type our text for our smart art graphics using the text pane. So that's what I'm going to go ahead and do. So that first one, you're going to type better, B-E-T-T-E-R, connectivity. You can use your arrow keys on your keyboard to go down to the next one. And this one, you're going to type hardware upgrades. Use your arrow key to go down to the next one. You're going to type wireless site survey. And then we're actually going to just use those 2 plus the one in the middle, the circle. So we're going to get rid of this box to the right. So you can just click on that to select it and press your delete key. And then you can close your text pane. All right, so let's click in the white area, but be sure that your smart art is still selected. And let's zoom out a little bit. We can see it more on the page. And then we're going to come up and we're going to click on our Format tab beside the Smart Art Design. So click Format. And over here on your size group, so far right, on your height, you're going to click 6.5. And then your width, you're going to type 9. Press Enter. And then just click anywhere outside of it to deselect it. All right, I'm going to zoom in again to 120. And I'm going to scroll up till I see the bottom of page 1 and the top of page 2. So that's about right here. And I'm going to double click in the white space at the bottom of page 1. So that opens up my footer. You'll see where it shows footer section 1. And for the footer, I'm going to type my first and last name. And press Enter. And then in our header and footer group, so we have a header and footer tab now on our ribbon. And here on the far left, we have a header and footer group, and we're going to click on page number. We're going to point to current position, and we're going to click the accent bar to style. So that will automatically put in the page number. In the navigation group, so navigation right here, we're going to click next. So this one, just verify that your insertion point is in section 2 footer. So you see here, footer section 2. And it should be on page 4. And then we're going to, in our navigation group, click go to header. So that's the go to header on the page 4. And then in the navigation group, we're going to click the link to previous. We're going to turn that off. So you can deselect that. And then we're going to click previous. So it jumps to the previous header or footer. So now you see header section 1. And then over here in our header and footer group, we're going to click header. And we're going to scroll down and click grid. So you have a document title and a date. So click the document title placeholder text, and you're going to type recommendations for the wireless network at Spruce and Cooper. And then you're going to click the date placeholder, and you're going to click the current date. So you can just click today. All right, and then you can go ahead, just click anywhere to deselect your date, and then click your close header and footer. On the ribbon, next we're going to click on view and multiple pages. And so here you can see, you can even zoom out a little bit more. So you have a header on pages 1, 2, and 3. You have a footer on pages 1 to 4. So there's no header on page 4. All right, next we're going to insert a cover page. So let's click Control Home to go to the beginning of our document. And we're going to click on Insert. Click on your Insert tab. You're going to click Cover Page. And we're going to scroll down just a bit. And you're going to click on Grid. So you see a grid cover page goes in there. We're going to increase our zoom to 120. Now, my title automatically went in recommendations for the wireless network at Spruce and Cooper. If yours doesn't show that, you can certainly type that in. Next, we're going to fix up our hyphen here on our title. So you're going to click on your Layout tab. In the Page Setup group, you're going to click the hyphenation button, and then you're going to click at the bottom Hyphenation Options. And you're going to click the Hyphenate Words in caps to deselect it. And then you're going to click OK. Next, you're going to click your document subtitle, and you're going to type Prepared by BY Ebony, so EBONI, Wheatley, WHEATLEY. All right, next we're going to remove this content control where it has draw your reader in. So just right click on that placeholder, and then you'll click remove content control. and that will delete that. All right, so you can save that. Next, we're going to change our document's theme. So I'm just going to scroll out just a bit so I can see my cover page a little bit more. On the ribbon, we're going to click on our Design tab. And in our document formatting group, we're going to point to Themes. And when you just hover over Themes, you'll see that the current one is Office theme. We're going to click and we're going to select the Facet theme. So for me, that's the third one over. So you'll notice that it changes from a blue to a green color. And in your document formatting group still, just come over to the right a bit where you see fonts and just hover over that. You'll see that the theme fonts are, you'll see the current theme is Facet, the heading is Strebechet MS, and the body font is Strebechet MS. All right. I'm just going to zoom out. I'm going to click on my View tab, click on multiple pages, so now you can see how this has been updated. You'll notice too that our Smart Art graphic has been updated to match the theme colors. All right. Another way to view this is in read mode. So read mode on your status bar, it's the one that looks like a book. You click on that. You can use those arrow keys on the right and the left as if you were reading it like in a book format. So sometimes this format can be a little bit easier to read than using your mouse to scroll up and down. All right, I'm going to take it back to our regular view, and that is it for Module 3.